listening to the MMA Brothers Podcast, coming to you from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Your source for UFC news, previews, and post-fight coverage. Hosted by your favorite duo, Daryl and Asher. Let's get it started.
Hello guys, and welcome back to the MMA Brothers Podcast. It's Daryl.
It's Asher.
We're talking UFC 255 preview. Davidson Figueiredo versus Perez. And then there's also another title fight. Shevchenko versus Jennifer Maia. Asher, start us off.
Yeah, if you don't mind putting the I don't know why I'm stuttering. If you don't mind putting the fights up, excuse me, guys. Today, not today. On Saturday, we have two UFC title fights that are coming up. We got the flyweight belt that's on the line and the flyweight belt as well in the women's division that's on the line. And so it's been a while since we've had a UFC fight with two title fights on the card. But as per usual, guys, we started the breakdown with just the main card at the bottom of the main card. So the first fight on the night is Mauricio Shogun Rua versus Paul Craig. So both these guys, they are able to get it done on the ground. Paul Craig, especially, he gets a lot of his wins via submission. Shogun does get a lot of his work done by KO or TKO. As you can see, 81% of his victories by KO or TKO, while Paul Craig has 92% of his victories by submission.
So he's submitting you or he's not winning.
Exactly. So, obviously it looks like Mauricio has more ways to win than Paul Craig, but hey, Paul Craig, I think he lost one of his fights via submission, if I'm not mistaken, recently. I'm pretty sure he got submitted by someone, or maybe it was a TKO. I can't remember, but I know he got an L recently in his record. And then again, Mauricio, if I'm not mistaken, his last fight, he fought Lil Nog. So Lil Nog... Yeah, Lil Nog, that was his retirement fight, and I believe it was a draw, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, Mauricio Shogun Rua has been fighting for God knows how many years, and he's still plugging along. And in this fight, it's not going to be an easy one. I'm going to be picking Paul Craig because he's a younger fighter. His jiu-jitsu is just so nasty, and I don't think he's going to be able to knock him out. So I'm picking Paul Craig for this one. Who you got?
Yeah, it looks like this is a rematch because Shogun Rua versus Paul Craig was a draw in 2019. And since then, I think you might be thinking of Alonzo Minfield is the one who TKO'd Paul Craig. Because after that, he won against Vinicius Moreira, and then he tied Shogun Rua. Then he beat some guy named Antilov, Gezmurad Antilov. Then now he's fighting Shogun Rua again. So
Jimmy Crute's the one that submitted Paul Craig, by the way.
Okay. Shogun, as you said, this one, he's just so old. I'm going to lean with Paul Craig. Like on the stand-up, I'm going to go with Shogun because Shogun is so good with his hands. But I think Paul Craig is going to take him down and submit him. So I'm going to go with Paul Craig.
Yep, we both got Craig.
And then we're going to move on. Katlyn, the blonde fighter, versus Cynthia Calvillo. So Katlyn Chookagian, 14-4 is her record. Cynthia Calvillo, 9-1-1. Now, Cynthia was supposed to fight on a recent card, right? And then she got bumped because I don't know what happened. Am I correct?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she tested positive for COVID or it was an injury, but she was supposed to fight like either 2 weeks ago or maybe longer. But she was recently slated to fight, but she pulled out of her last fight.
Yeah, she's supposed to fight the Irish girl who ended up winning by TKO, remember? If I'm not mistaken. But Katlyn Chookagian, very tall for the division at 5'9". Cynthia Calvillo comes in at 5'4". How did these? Oh, and Katlyn has a 4-inch reach advantage. How did these ladies get it done? Cynthia Calvillo looks like she's a jack of all trades. She can stand and bang. She could KO you. She could submit you on the ground. She can beat you by decision. How does Katlyn win? Majority by decision, 79%. In fact, 14% by TKO, 7% submission. So what do we know? Katlyn's going to look to clinch, punch, jab, take you down and hold you there, or she's just going to look to stand there in distance and punch with you because she's a point fighter. Cynthia more so likes to go for the finish. So Cynthia is going to take you down, choke you out, take you down, ground and pound you, and get the win. This is not going to be a one punch or one kick KO type fight because neither fighter have displayed that in the past. So this one, Katlyn's disappointed me in her last outing and then the one previously to that too. So I'm going to have to pick Cynthia Calvillo here. What about you, Asher?
Yeah, Katlyn Chookagian, she's coming off her loss against Jessica Andrade with that body shot, and I think that fight was like about a month ago, so it hasn't been so too long. And I guess the blonde fighter didn't take that much damage; it was just a body shot, and she recovered from that. And now she's back. So, Cynthia Calvillo, if I'm not mistaken, she's undefeated in the UFC or maybe has one L. But Katlyn Chookagian, she's been, up and down lately since losing the belt to, not losing the belt, since losing her title fight to Shevchenko. So part of me does want to pick Cynthia because of her wrestling ability, even though Katlyn Chookagian is a very scrappy fighter. I do think that Calvillo is going to be able to take her down and then try to control on the ground. But I feel like Chookagian is going to be a solid underdog bet for this fight. I don't think she's going to lose this one, so I'm going to go with Chookagian in this one.
Okay, and now we're going to move on. Mike Platinum Perry versus Tim Dirty Bird. The Dirty Bird means. Now, guys, Mike Perry, 14-6 from the United States. Tim Means, 29-12-1, one no contest. Both guys are from the United States. Tim Means has a 4-inch height advantage. He's 6'2". Mike Perry is 5'10". This is in the welterweight division. Tim Means also has a 4-inch reach advantage over Mike Perry. How did these guys get it done? The Platinum Perry gets it done 85% of the time by KO or TKO. The Dirty Bird gets it done 66% of the time by TKO or KO, 17% time by submission, 17% by decision. Now, this is just numbers. How do the fighters actually fight? Mike Perry stands in front of you and he's going to throw bombs at your head, and you better be careful because if he lands, he's probably going to put you on your ass because he's a very, very hard striker, very, very good boxer. He switched training camps. He's now training with Yoel Romero. I think I saw that on his Instagram. What can you expect from Mike Perry? He's going to be entertaining. He's going to take shots, but he's also going to land shots on his opponent. Do I think he has what it takes to beat Tim Means? Yes, but I think Tim Means is a better technical striker than Mike Perry. Tim Means has faced hard, heavy punchers before. Tim is very good at his distance range, keeping you at the end of his jab. His left hand is a laser. He drops a lot of people, doesn't look physically intimidating, but he's very, very dangerous on the feet, and he's no slouch on the ground either. I want to pick Mike Perry, but Tim Means has been on such a good roll this year. He's had a very good 2020 in terms of his fighting, so I'm going to go with the Dirty Bird. Who do you got, Asher?
I'm gonna go with the Dirty Bird too. I just think Mike Perry, as you can see, most of his fights are won by KO or TKO. But Tim Means is somebody that has a lot of experience in the UFC. He's fought like God knows how many times, and he's fought people like Mike Perry, like you said. So I don't think this should be an issue for Tim Means. He's gonna be able to probably win the fight by submission, is what I'm guessing, because Tim Means can mix it up. He's much more. Has a much more varied attack than Mike Perry, who's mostly focused on his Muay Thai and his striking in general. So I'm going to go with Tim Means in this one. It should be an easy win for him, in my opinion.
I wouldn't say easy, but anyways. Valentina the Bullet Shevchenko versus Jennifer Strongchin Maia. That's not actually her nickname. I was just being a dick. But Valentina's from Kyrgyzstan, and Jennifer Maia is from Brazil. 5'5" for Shevchenko versus 5'4" from Maia. This is in the women's flyweight division. Valentina has a 3-inch reach advantage. How do these ladies get it done? The Bullet has a 28% KO TKO finishing rate. Jennifer Maia has a 24% of the TKO. In submissions, 39% for Valentina, 24% for Jennifer. In the decisions, 53% for Jennifer, 33% for Valentina. What do you guys know about Valentina Shevchenko? This girl has no holes in her game. Her stand-up is ridiculous. Her ground control is ridiculous. Her submission attempts are ridiculous. Do I see Jennifer posing a real threat to Valentina? She kind of is a threat, but Valentina is so far ahead of every other fighter in her division that this is going to be another easy night out for the champ. Who do you got, Asher?
Yeah, you never bet against the Bullet. Like I don't know how big of a favorite she is in this fight, but it's probably like minus 600 or something, maybe even more. Valentina Shevchenko, like as you can see, she can win any which way she wants, either KO, TKO, submission. It doesn't matter. It may be decision. She'll just beat you up for 5 rounds if she wants to. Doesn't matter honestly what Jennifer Maia is going to bring to the table. just put your money in the bullet. Yeah, you're not going to win a lot of money back, but hey, it's a safe bet. There's no way this girl's going to be losing anytime soon at 125. I was going to talk more about this fight, but just it's bullet all day. No question.
Like it's literally like when seeing Amanda Nunes against someone else, you're like, just put the house on Amanda. Like she's gonna get it done. Jennifer Maia is an up-and-coming fighter. She's very exciting. She does have heavy hands. She does have very good wrestling, and she knows how to get decisions done. But there's levels to this game, as you guys will see in this next fight. Now we'll move on to the men's flyweight main event of Davidson, the killer of what's Megan Oliva's husband's name? Benavidez.
Joey Benavidez.
Yeah, Davidson, the killer of Benavidez, Figueiredo versus Alex Perez. Davidson is from Brazil, 19-1, 5'5", has a 2.5-inch reach advantage over Alex Perez. Alex Perez from the United States, 5'6", and he has the reach disadvantage as I said. How does he get it done? Davidson, 50% KO to TKO, finish rating 33% sub, 17% decision. Alex Perez, 52% decision, 22% TKO, 26% sub. How do I think the fight's going to go? I think Davidson is just what he did to Joey Benavidez. It was murder. I don't know how that was a sanctioned pro fight because anyways. Davidson is definitely going to TKO or KO Alex Perez. Second round at the latest. I just think that Davidson really doesn't have any competition in the men's flyweight division. Alex Perez is a very, very promising fighter. He gets TKO finishes as well, and KO finishes. His front kick down the gun is nasty. His overhand right is nasty. How do I think this fight's going to go? We're just going to see a clear class disparity between Davidson and Alex, and I think Davidson, he might even get it done in the first round. He's just such a beast. He's great on the ground, great wrestler. His hands are just made of stone. I'm going to go Davidson. Asher, who are you?
Yeah, Alex Perez, he has shown some promising skills. In his last fight, I think he won it by leg kicks. I think that was his last fight. So he is pretty impressive. But in this fight, I can see Alex Perez making it really boring. I know he's a fighter that comes to fight, but at the same time, I don't think he's gonna want to engage too heavily with Figueiredo because he knows what Figueiredo is capable of. So I can see Alex Perez maybe the first or second round just trying to land leg kicks, trying to move around a little more, not trying to engage with Davidson too much. So, but yeah, I'm going to be putting my money on Figueiredo to win this fight. He's 19-1. He's knocking dudes left, right, and center. Almost killed Benavidez in that fight. And as you can see, the KO percentage is about 50%. And like Daryl said, jiu-jitsu-wise, Figueiredo's nasty in the ground too. So this guy can win any which way he wants to. Alex Perez, I don't think he's going to win, but I do think he has a promising future. He's one for the division. So you got to look out for that name. And Cody Garbrandt was supposed to be fighting for the belt, but hey, he got injured and he wasn't able to make this 125 fight. So maybe the fight after this one should be interesting for Figueiredo. So anyways, guys, what do you think about the main event and the co-main event? Who do you think is going to win the title? As always, you can follow us on Instagram at MMA Brothers Pod. We really appreciate the engagement, the follows, the likes, the comments, the subscribers on YouTube as well. And yeah, we're going to hit you with the post-fight. Sorry we didn't hit you with the post-fight for the last event, but we'll make sure we hit you with another one for this one. So, Darren, any last words?
No, guys, as Asher said, thank you so much for the engagement. Our subscribers are growing slowly, but you guys still listen to us week by week. Let us know what you guys want to see on the pod. Comment on YouTube, comment on Instagram, comment everywhere. We're going to hit you guys with the promo code. If you're looking for Christmas gifts, you want to support the podcast, we'd really appreciate it. The link is going to be in the description of our Instagram page and in the description of the YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Once again, Asher's just hitting you with that fire and at MMA Brothers Pod on Instagram. Follow it there. You want to see some funny stuff. You want to laugh. You want to get your opinion out there. You want to talk to like-minded people. Follow, like, subscribe. We love you guys. We're out.
Thanks for listening to the MMA Brothers Podcast. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please give us a follow on our socials. You can check out a description of this episode for more, but don't forget to connect with us on Instagram at MMA Brothers Pod. We'll see you on the next episode.